Jerk, I mean, 18 points there in that third quarter. You guys were kind of struggling going back and forth. I know you were out in foul trouble in that first half. What was kind of your mindset coming into that third quarter to do what you did?
I was warm. I didn't really touch the court. So at halftime, Coach Sam just looked at me and he said, "You better not be tired." So I just went out there. I probably had the most energy because, I was in foul trouble. I didn't play the second quarter. So just going out there and just using that to my advantage, knowing that I had, extra, endurance and stuff.
Endurance.
Stuff on here in the front.
Jerk, during the pregame, ceremonies, Coach Purcell was kind of leading the chant of one more year. Have you made a decision on next year, and what did I guess mean to have the coaching staff and the crowd wanting you to come back?
It means a lot. The fans they mean a lot to me. It's special. Right now, honestly, just focusing one game at a time, finishing out with this team, and just right now we're looking to play in March and play into the tournament. So I don't want to look too far ahead.
Ben here in the front.
Lauren, a heck of a game for you. A scorer and distributor here in your last game of the hump. What did it mean for you to sort of go out with a performance like this for these fans and for a team that was really in need of this win?
Yeah, I think I was just focusing on winning, honestly. All the extra stuff was just a bonus, having the fans here, my family here. It means a lot that they're all here, but, we really needed this win desperately. I think that's all our mindset was today. So just trying to go out there and do whatever I have to do to win.
Robbie here in the front.
D, you made your impact felt, whether you're coming off the bench or whatever, and did it again today. I mean, we've talked about it before, but just how have you attacked your role this year coming into a new place and coming off the bench and being kind of that spark that you have on both ends?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's definitely something that was new for me. It was different, but just the mindset that I have whenever my number gets called, I want to go out there and do whatever it takes for the team to win, whether that's just scoring the ball, assisting, going out there, rebounding, whatever impact I can have on the team. I just want to do it so we can get the win, honestly.
She had 6 threes today.
Pretty good, wasn't it?
Yes. 6.
Stuff on here in the front.
Lauren, for y'all, the last game wasn't Jerk's best game, shooting the ball, and she comes out and has that second half. Just, how much trust do you guys have in her that, she can kind of flip the switch like that and have a turnaround performance like this?
We always tell Jerk, we need her. You know what I'm saying? This team doesn't roll the same way without her. So, just having those conversations with her, during the game, just keep going, because even if she's not scoring, I still feel like she can impact the game in, other ways, So, just trying to get her going, keep going. I think all of us understand that, and, that's just the type of, relationship that we have on the court.
Grace in the back.
Lauren, you talked about needing this win really badly. Was there sort of a sense of relief after the game, finally getting back in that win column?
Yeah, of course. I won't lie to you. It didn't even look like Coach Sam was breathing when there was 4 minutes left in the game. His face was bloodshot red, but I understand. We desperately needed this win, and we all felt it. The key word of the week has been urgency, and I think we came out with that urgency today.
Stuff on here in the front.
Jerk, for you guys, Lauren had 9 assists today. She's 8 shy from breaking the program single-season record. What's it like kind of having her conduct the offense out there, and how do you feel like she's kind of helped this team this season?
Like I said, Lauren is an amazing point guard, which is why, we wanted her here. She's just like LP3, man. She can see the court like no other. She can go out there. She can not only can she see the court like no other, but she can go in there and she can get in there and she can score, as you can see. 18 points, man. That's something you just need from your point guard, something you want from your point guard. So she's special, and I'm gonna miss playing with LP.
I guess I'll ask this to D. What's the last few weeks been like, trying to fight out of this, a little bit of a rut that you guys have had, because you had the 5-game winning streak, and then, it just seems like it just kind of snowballed on you. What's it been like, and how did that feel to get that sense of relief to try to get back on track?
It's been very difficult. It's been tough mentally. Like you said, we started off, we were rolling, and then you hit adversity, and then you lose a few games in a row, and then, everyone looks around, and everyone's trying to find a solution. So what we had to do, we had to come together as a team. We all had to talk and just look each other in the face and look at ourselves in the mirror and just see what we have to do better individually and as a group. So, after we had that, we have great practices that we were all pushing each other So, I mean, I feel like it really just carried over to this game, and you can tell that all the adversity that we've been through, like, we finally learned from it, and we're able to finish off this game.
Final question here in the front.
This could be for any of you. I noticed the first time out or so when you guys were trailing early on, Coach Sam was quite animated in the huddle there. What was his message to you at that point, and how do you feel like the team as a whole was able to respond?
Can't really say what he said.
Yeah, it was a lot of cussing, but it was just, we know we have to just play better. You know what I'm saying? We had to play harder and play for each other, and everything was going to work itself out. That was basically the gist of what he said.
All right, Coach Purcell will start with an opening statement, then we'll open the floor for questions.
Man, do we need that. Again, I think some of y'all heard me post-game on the radio. It's simple as this. You don't lose on senior night. You don't. The questions that'll come and the way I'm going to answer it is, again, it is what it is, whatever's happened before. When I reflect on this, this season, it's been an unbelievable one. And I talked to my team about that before, this week's prep. When you reflect back, it hasn't been easy. All right. Are we having a heck of a season? Yep. We're having 21 wins. And Robbie, before you ask me a question, you got to say 21 wins before you ask the first question, because you've been great about talking every losing one. So you got to ask 21 before you start on any question. All right. So no, I'm just giving it. You got to give it both ways, buddy. All right. Yep. No, 5 in a row. I've been hearing it from you, buddy. So make sure you say 21 before you ask me the first question. All right. I love you though. But here's the thing. We talked about our season. You got to reflect back what we've been through. We bend when we don't break. I mean, there was a point where we go to Belmont, we win at the buzzard. Then we have 7 players, and there's multiple games this year where people just quit. They don't even play. My kids played. And then we go Christmas after finals, and we win 2 huge ones. We go to Colorado State, which nobody goes to. We were the first SEC team in the country to ever go there because of the altitude. We couldn't breathe in the first quarter, but my kids never gave up, man. They fought, they found a way, and they won at Colorado State. Then we come in the SEC, we start 0-2, and then we bounce back and we get 2 huge wins. So for everything that's been happening, these kids have never quit. All right, there's been fight in them all year. Like I've told you, we've been sick. We've been banged up. We've had 7 players. We haven't had a full roster. Are we happy how the month has ended? No. All right, but tonight was a night to show everybody, you know what, we're not done. It's not a funeral. We got more basketball to play ahead of us, but most importantly, we need to send these seniors out right.
Stuff on here.
Sam, for y'all, pregame going through the festivities, I think you were the one leading the chant on one more year for Jerk.
Yeah.
What did it mean for her to have a performance like that, and just how beneficial do you think it would be for this program if she did, decide to come back another season?
Yeah. No, I just think it's special because, again, we're talking about this for 2 more years, right? This year and next year that we're going to be chant like this, and hopefully another pandemic doesn't hit. So, your boy's not only a head coach, he's a recruiter. So there's 2 hats I'm wearing out there. I want the kid to come back. I love that kid. For the fact that she never left me for the first 2 years and won the 3rd year, okay? But at the same time, we're focusing on the season. That's what I love about her. I'm sure she came in here and told y'all she's focused on the season, and that's a testimony to her. Because at a time when kids could selfishly just talk about or play long or any of that, she just wants to help these seniors play out, knowing that she has another next year, and we'll see how things unfold.
I'm working on a story on Erin and all that she's overcome to get to this point. Can you just touch on the leadership and class she's brought with her to Starkville and using this final eligibility year with you?
Yeah. Awesome. I mean, again, she's an Arkansas kid, and, obviously I'm excited for when you tell that story because I know where you're going with this, and you're trying to make me cry again. I know. So, man, she's a fighter, man. She got me. Yeah, shoot, man, that kid's awesome, man. She came here. She could have went anywhere. Her life, man, is been, she's been challenged like some people. We lose people in our lives that are your rock, but you know what? The kid's never folded. Her dad does an unbelievable job. It was great to see them with her out there in senior night. We've all adopted her as our new family, knowing what she's been through. And most importantly, she's never quit on us. She's fought. She's been the awesome teammate. The senior day video had me in tears because they joked about her humor and all the small things. Shout out to Sophia in the back for cutting it up. All right, yeah, Sophia, I'm giving you a shout out, girl. You're the juice. All right, and hitting those heartstrings. So she means the world to us, and we're blessed to have her for 1 year.
Robbie, here in the front.
Congratulations on 21
Yes,
wins.
Robbie. Yes, he's coachable. Thank you, Robbie. I've been waiting for that because if I told myself I have to come in here and you tell me I've lost 6 in a row, I was going to lose it.
I'm sorry for the 5-game losing streak.
Yeah.
So during that time, though, I know you guys have been kind of scratching and clawing, trying to figure it out. Just getting over the hump today and just finding a way in this one to do it on senior night. What did that take, and how did you feel about your players' fight in this game?
Yeah, no, I always tell y'all, I think our relationship in here is keep it real. I don't make excuses. We've been sick, man. We've been sick. I haven't had many good practices. Then my kids like Jerk. Y'all saw Jerk of old because she's healthy. She's finally eating again. And then here's the thing. I know she's played in games, but she's been fighting through sickness. Ole Miss, she played her heart out, and I didn't know if I could get the kid on the bus. We were there carrying her off because she was just exhausted. And then I'm going to be honest with you. I also look in the mirror and I take accountability. When you look at this season, my team's always fought. I didn't think that last Auburn game that I needed to rock the boat or lineup change or anything crazy like that. I needed to get back to hard practices, getting back to the basic now that we were healthy because we were disappointed with the way we played Auburn. I looked in the mirror and it starts with me. I'm the head coach and I got to take accountability. So for us all to, get rid of any pointing fingers or listening to the outside noise, but coming in and, like I said, making sure we stay together and fought for these seniors, I couldn't be more of a proud coach. And most importantly, proud that we could end this the right way for our fans at home in the regular season.
In terms of projections and things like that, you guys were in a similar spot, going into the SEC tournament last season, and obviously you lose that first game. Just how important is it, this year to get some momentum in that SEC tournament and get a few wins so it's not, in the committee's hands whether or not you're making it?
Yeah, 100%. I think it definitely helps. It doesn't hurt. But also, in case it doesn't, I think it's what I'm praying that the committee looks like. It's the eye test. Obviously, they got to take in consideration those games we only played with 7 players. I easily thought we could have been undefeated in the non-conference. And then also, like I said, in conference play, we had some weird things. Sometimes you need luck. The Tennessee game after we beat Ole Miss, the conference calls us and says, hey, guess what? We're moving up to 4 p.m. If I had our crowd to get our back in that third quarter, we had another win, So those things come into play, and just multiple things. I had a list of things I went over in my team. So, it is what it is. If we can get a bunch of wins, that would be a nice punch to show them again why we definitely deserve. But if we don't, like I said, hopefully to God, the selection committee will look at the eye test because my eye test just showed me tonight a team that put up 90 points, a team that's fought all year, that won 5 games and beat the top 10 team in the country in LSU. They have it. They've been battle tested. There's no doubt we deserve to be in the tournament, but to your point, we're going there to try to win several games this upcoming week.
I know Dee doesn't start, but she pretty much plays starter minutes for you guys and seems to be such a huge, jolt of energy off the bench for you. I mean, can you measure just how important she's been for your team this year and what she's brought to the table?
Yeah, man, I love that kid, man. I know, today in society, people get all caught up. I don't start. This coach, signed me, and now he's tripping. And I told her, I said, Dee, right now, for what's best for our team, I need you to come off the bench. All right. There was a point where we were second in the SEC. I told her, if we keep this winning streak, your team wins. You got a chance to be 6th player of the year. But again, I'm a firm believer. Individual awards come from team success. So obviously, there's some other people that might win that, and that's what I try to help her understand. In today's sports and society, it's not about starting. It's about how can you help your team win. And boy, has she come up big in the LSU game, and most importantly tonight. And then my other thing I've been trying to challenge her is play both ends of the floor. When we were on that little losing streak, I had a heart-to-heart with her. I was like, man, yeah, you're scoring, but how are you helping us on defense? And I thought tonight she was huge in some rebounds. I thought she was also very high basketball IQ because there was times she could have took a tough shot, but she made some great passes out, and that's the team that I knows. 18 assists to 12 turnovers. One more time. 18 assists to 12 turnovers because God knows y'all been telling me about the 17-plus turnovers when I've come in here. So I'm going to enjoy all these moments because, like I told y'all, you got to have fun with this. You got to ride the wave, and boy, did they step up tonight.
You guys were 1 of 8 from 3 in the second quarter and then didn't miss in the second half. What changed there in terms of the way you guys were able to get open looks for good shooters and get them to fall?
Yeah, I just think senior night, I talked to him again, is like we can't – that little rough stretch that we were in, like I said, it's not to make excuses. We were 6, we were fighting back, and then those last 2 games are on me. And so I told him, you got to get over yourself. If you don't make a shot, keep yourself in the game. If I take you out, cheer on your teammate, right? If you miss a shot, believe you're going to make the next one. Be tough, but most importantly, be dogs. And I think that's what you saw again was a team was like, we're not losing this. We're not coming in here again like we were against Kentucky and said, oh, you had the lead, you let it go. We're not coming in here again like we played Ole Miss and we lost the lead and obviously went to overtime. And then also in my head, I'm a man of songs. I got a new song for you. Okay, last year was Whitney Houston. All right, this one is I Don't Go For That. All right, I can't remember who sings it. I forgot my phone in there because I was going to bring this up with Oates. It was two brothers. I don't go for that, huh? Yeah, I don't go for that. No, y'all got to listen to it. All right, and that's where I was. At some point in life, we're not going for this. All right, we're not going to get punched in the face. We're not going to rebound. We're not going to put our head down. And dadgummit, we're going to get back and fight for 4 quarters, and that's what I'm proud of today.
Just watching your emotion going through those senior day festivities, what does this class mean to you from the ones that you inherited to the ones that you recruited in? I'm sorry.
Oh, my gosh. You can't go 2 for 2. Last year was just 1 question. It went 2, okay? All right, man, a lot. All right, because that's a loaded question. 1 is because, again, Jessica and Jerk. Let's talk about Jess. All right, best story in college women's basketball. I mean it. And again, tonight, she don't get her flowers like she deserves. She didn't have a 20 and 20 night like she's been doing, but they were stuck to her. So when, like I tell y'all, when they stick to her, other people get to eat. And that's a big reason we had the game today. But Jessica Carter is more than a basketball player. She's a person. To see her, how the fans love her, how she brings joy to everybody, but most importantly, her leadership. She's my leader. She's my dog. In a time where, again, I think I'm her 4th head coach. I'm her 4th, all right? She is Mississippi State basketball. She could have left, but she never did. She loves this place and she loves these people. So for her to stick this out and get her flowers on senior night, I couldn't be more of a happy coach. Jerkayla Jordan to transfer here, again, with the new today's NCAA rules, she could have left, but she didn't. She's fought. She's been the ultimate team player. And like I said, for what she's been in through February and sick, but for her on senior night, to show up, it's been awesome. And then these transfers coming in, they could have went anywhere, but they stayed here. So I was emotional because this is a special group. And to answer your question, I want to finish this out. I want to get to the NCAA tournament, and I don't want to settle. And so that's why I'm determined and I'm emotional because I know we're there. I know the eye test in front of me, but there's no celebration for me. We got to stay on it. We got to have a foot to the throat mentality, and we got to keep punching.